Dinner tonight is one of my favorite summer meals because it's served cold and it's using leftovers. So I already did the cooking and now I don't have to do anything. It is so simple. There's only 2 main ingredients and then a sauce. I call this dish my beef and cucumber carpaccio. It's not a legit carpaccio because the steak is cooked. It's not raw, but it reminds me of a carpaccio, so we're going with it. Like I said before, very simple. It is leftover steak. I made a flank steak the other night. Whenever I have leftover flank, this is what I make all the time. Cucumbers, and I'm gonna make like a gingery soy sauce. And it's so fresh. Ugh, I can't wait. Because I already did the cooking, it is a super fast dinner as well. I'm having it as a light dinner, but you can also make it a bit more hearty with maybe serving it over some rice, or you can leave it as an appetizer, which is like a traditional carpaccio. Very pretty, but so good. You will love it. So I want to get started because I'm hungry. First, I've got my leftover flank steak. I made this the other night. This is only good with probably a medium or a medium rare cook on your steak. If you are trying to saw up a piece of leather, don't waste your time. And I got this right from the fridge. It's nice when it's colder so that you can get a thinner slice, but you want a very thin slice, just like that. And look at that, a little nugget for me. Next are these little mini cucumbers. They're like mini English cucumbers. You can keep the skin on, cut off the ends here. And again, very thin slices. If you have a mandolin, break it out, but I do not, so I'm going as thin as I can. Good time to work on your knife skills. They're not all perfectly the same thickness, but it's close. Close enough for me. I'm the only one eating this, so I'm the only one that matters. Got my cucumbers, got my beef. Now I'm gonna concentrate on the sauce. I'm gonna start with ginger. I don't have a whole ginger root, but if you did, that would be better so that you could just kind of grind it. I have some ginger that I have frozen. Just ripped it out of the freezer. It thaws very quickly because it's so thin, but what I'm gonna try to do now is just cut this super, super fine. I want the flavor more than I want to bite into it, but if you bite into it, it's not too bad. Just a little spicy. Pickled ginger would be really good in this too, just laid on top. Delish. I'm pretty sure that's all I have to do for chopping, so now I can get the sauce together. Ginger. Go in sesame oil. I really don't measure this. You kind of just go with what you think is tasty to you, but I'll try to put some measurements down below in the description for you measuring people. A little bit of soy sauce, touch of Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of hoisin, sweeten it up a little bit, and a little rice vinegar. Whisk this up just so everything is combined. Give it a taste. Oh, that's good. If you need to add anything, add it, but this is perfect for me. Now we can assemble. It's that easy. I want this to look nice too, because obviously you have to make your food look nice for yourself. So I'm just going to scatter my beef. I want to make it look effortless, but really, you know, I put a lot of effort into it. And then I'll start to layer some cucumbers, some on top, some tucked underneath. Just have fun with it. Once it looks good to you, you can stop with your plate art over here. I'm gonna sauce it up. Just a drizzle around. Make sure everything is coated. Gonna hit it with a little bit of flaky salt, but not too much because the sauce is on the saltier side, but you just want that texture. And that is dinner. Look how beautiful this is. If you saw this coming to your table, you telling me that you wouldn't want to eat this like now? Beef and cucumber carpaccio. Some cucumbers, piece of that beef. Oh, look at that, perfect little bite. It's so refreshing. It's crunchy and salty, and that ginger gives a little bit of a kick. And steak, even though it's cold, if you've never had cold steak before, you must. It's so good. It's cut so thinly, it kind of just melts. Everything just melts in your mouth. It's perfect. Sitting out on the patio, just like with some wine and some friends. Who wouldn't want to just devour this dish? It's so light and refreshing. You have got to try this. So easy, and it's a great way to use some leftovers because we all have leftovers. It's just a fact. Enjoy.